So today I'm doing a bit of a day in the life of a landscaper type video of someone who's unorganised like myself. I've got a fair bit on today, so hopefully you can tick all our boxes. It's about 25 past 5 at the moment, and we're heading up to Melbourne to get some mulch because that's the only place that we can get this particular mulch from for a job that we'd already started using it on. So they open at 6:30, so I should be get there bang on 6:30 if this map is correct, and then I'll get back to July and meet the guys at that Newtown job in around about 2 hours and a bit. So I've been there about 7:45 when they should just be arriving, and then we'll switch over vehicles. They'll have the truck, I'll take the ute, and then head off to another job in Newtown to measure up and quote it. It's only should only take 5 minutes because it's not much in that one. Then I've got to head out to another one in Newtown to measure up where the neighbour's property is, because we're building a retaining wall with a screen on it on a boundary. So we've got engineering and the permit for that, and then we also have to get consent from the neighbour because it's over 3 metres, and we also have to measure where their house is on their property to put that on the permit plans. So after we've done that, head out to Armstrong Creek because of the fire pit seat that we put in there. It's got a bit of a oily residue on it from when the sleepers were railway sleepers, so I'll just give that a scrub and clean that off. And we also want to do some more bluestone steppers out there. Then there's something else we've got to go to, but we've also got a job in Highton where we're digging a footing for a block retaining wall. So that's the one with the limited access, so we can't get a big excavator in there. So we have to use the jackhammer because it's all mud rock, so it's not too bad to dig through for a jackhammer, but certainly not as easy for just a shovel. So yeah, that's most of what we'll get up to today. So we'll see if I can tick it all off. So far so good with the time though, so we should get up to Melbourne not too far from 6:30. Okay, just after 8 o'clock, and I got that big pile of mulch ready to go into the garden beds, and I'm betting the guys here, so timing good so far. This is the Newtown quote I was talking about that I was going to measure up. So it's just, all it is doing some ficus on the outside of the fence here and some irrigation. So this one hasn't taken too long. So I was on my way home to draw up the new permit application after I'd measured up where the house was at Newtown. I had to make a unexpected stop because I forgot we need rabbit food. So it's not on the agenda, but we've done it now. So we're at home now doing the redoing the plans now that I've measured up the neighbour's property out at Newtown. So that's see there. So just a couple of lines showing where that is on the overall site plan, and then that's the wall that we're doing there. So hopefully this gets all sorted. I'm going to drop back out there and get the neighbour to sign off on the consent. Hopefully he'll do that straight away, so then we can submit that, get the permit and get the retaining wall built, because that's what's holding the pool up from getting built. So hopefully that happens pretty soon. So there's the bench seat that is now all cleaned. So this recycled railway sleeper, so there was a bit of a black kind of thick substance, I don't know what it was, might have been oil from a train maybe, or who knows, but it's all been scrubbed off now, and I've realised I'm going to have to come back anyway to drill a hole in the fire pit, so I'll be doing that possibly towards the end of today. Luckily it's not too far from the shed, so should they add another 10 minutes to the day. So also what I've been doing while I was out here is stepping out bluestone steppers where they're going to go, because originally that was on the design, then the client took it off, and now we want to put it back on there so that you're not walking through the gravel to get to the fire pit and out the front as well. So measured all that up, and now off to back out to the Newtown job to see if we can get consent from the neighbour. Okay, so the consent form has been dropped off to the neighbours. Hopefully they are okay with it. Body language tells me otherwise, but we'll see how they go. So hopefully they get back to me pretty quick with that so we can get the application underway. So this is the hiding project where we're doing the retaining wall footings, digging into rock. So you can see where the existing height was, this retaining wall post. We're going down 1.4 metres at this point here, all into mud rock. So like I said, it's an easier rock to be digging with, but still it's certainly no soil. If it was soil, we could have used an excavator, which would have been a lot easier, but we're just about there on this side, then we've got the other side to do, and might have concrete by the end of this week, or more likely early next week. Now we've just got to head off to get the truck serviced out at Isuzu. So I made it out to Armstrong Creek just to drill the hole in the centre of there so the water drains out, and then we're all done. So that's it. A pretty random day in the life of a landscaper. Certainly not productive at all, but not all days are like that. Like, we had a pretty good day yesterday. I was on site the whole day, but unfortunately sometimes you just got to do a bit of running around like we had to today. So just wanted to share that with you, and look forward to the next video.